The bad housekeeping almost cheesecake. You don't have a springform pan, or can't find it because the place is a mess. Maybe you are too lazy to find the mixer or don't have one. This recipe is for you. The presentation will impress no one. If you want to have something that looks like it came from the bakery, then by all means, buy a cheesecake from the professionals. This is much easier than a real cheesecake. The taste and texture is similar. All measures are approximate. If you have slightly more biscuits crumbled or slightly less cream cheese, just keep going. Ingredients: about 5 ounces or 140 grams of some sort of digestive biscuit, shortbread cookie or graham cracker for the crumble layer, 2 8-ounce, 226 grams cream cheese, neufchâtel, or similar cheese will work. Use what you have. Let this warm up to room temperature while you are gathering everything else. 2 large eggs. Use whatever you can get. If they are very small, use 3. A teaspoon or so of vanilla extract or whatever other flavoring you like, and have 133 grams, 2/3 cup, granulated sugar. All measures are approximate here. This is supposed to be easy and quick, not precise and annoying. You will use whatever baking dish you have. The pictured one used is a 6 by 10 inch baking dish, but use what you have. If you have a square baking dish or a round one, it will be fine. If your baking dish is a little smaller, your almost cheesecake will be a little taller. If it is a little larger, it will be shorter and might take a little less cooking time. If you are really worried about the size of your baking dish or pan, you can check. The dish capacity should be about 6 cups or about 1,420 milliliters. You can measure this by filling your dish with water 1 cup or 1,000 milliliters at a time. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or about 176 Celsius. Grease your pan if you think of it. I don't think I did. I do keep the wax paper wrappers from butter for the purpose. Sometimes I even remember to use them. Now crumble your packet of cookies or biscuits into your baking dish. As mentioned previously, you can use digestive biscuits, ginger snaps, shortbread cookies, or any similar biscuits to crumble. This will not make a crust exactly, but it will give a crumble base for the almost cheesecake. You don't need a blender or a food processor for this. Just crush them up with your fingers. It will be fine. Now that you have your base in the baking dish, mix the filling ingredients in a bowl with a fork. First, squish up the cream cheese with your fork. When it is squished up as much as you have patience for, add the sugar, mixing it in with the fork. If you were being proper, we would say cream together your cheese and sugar. Once the cream cheese and sugar are as mixed as you have the patience for, mix in the vanilla or whatever other flavoring you are using. Now mix in the eggs with your fork. Mix them until you are bored and then mix just a little longer. You should have mixed away any large lumps. Tiny ones will work themselves out in the baking. Spread the mixture over the crumbles and bake until it seems done but not burnt. This took about 30 minutes, but your baking time will vary. Cool before serving. Store any extra in the refrigerator. See the description for the short version of the recipe.